Hello, this is Asti, and welcome to A Month in Music, Season 21, Episode 10, which is October 2020. Me, I'm a city girl, born and raised, but I think that is not something that is needed to be said because I feel like it's really obvious in my lyrics. And in the song Marinette, it again mentions that fact about me, which is why I probably wrote it about a young girl, like a teenage girl trying to figure herself out as she's transforming into something that she was not waiting for but is actually happening to her, and she's trying to figure out what she wishes to be and if she can become that person. Well, first I'm happy because unlike September, I did not have any trouble starting to record this, so that's good news. And I feel like the October track list is a lot more energetic, I would say, and it has more strong emotions than the songs that were released in September. I don't know, September is a month that I don't feel my strongest, but like October, November, and December are the strongest months for me. So now the track list. Well, I have, I think, 7 songs released as singles this month and 1 collection, which is my 5th collection, and it's called Guilt by Association, and it'll be out, or maybe it is out, I don't know. I recorded this last month, October 15th, and it has 7 official tracks and 1 unofficial unreleased bonus. I forgot to read the track list. So, the first song is Head Down, which was released October 1st. Sins of Thin Ice, This Is How He Sees the World, Dark Waters. Friends to Lovers, Slow Burn, Celest, Marinette, How to Love, Flynn, and Soul's Eyes. And the track list of my collection, Guilt by Association, is Getaway Dance, Distorted, Perfectly Placed, Tent-like Thing, Islets, An Overused Excuse, 7 Lines, and Guilt by Association. I started writing Head Down as like a fantasy that I had, I think, which was inspired by a dream that I had, I think like 7 months ago or something. And I wrote it in the spring, but somehow it felt very fall to me, so I decided to keep it as a fall song to be released. And like most of my covers, I'm the photograph, and it's one of my favorite photos that I ever took, and it was taken, I think, 2 years ago, and it's this shot of this very beautiful snowy day that I had in my neighborhood, and the picture feels really magical, and I think that was the fantasy that I had, and the lyrics of a really casual, normal moment that's full of emotions. I think that lyrics would really like completed the photo more than the photo completing the lyric. The second song of the month is Sins of Thin Ice, and I was supposed to release it last year, and I recorded it last year, and I don't really even remember how I wrote it, but guess what happened? Inspirations. So I kept delaying it until now. So you got the song 1.5 year later. Oops, sorry, but it's here now, and I think it's one of the really fun, playful scenarios that I wrote. And just experiencing being a young adult and trying to learn as well as trying to have fun. Third track, This Is How He Sees the World. I spend time on YouTube trying to find good playlists. And there are many great playlists to listen to on YouTube. Thankfully, many people have good taste in music, and it would be really fun if I ever hear one of my songs in one of those playlists that I listen to. But I remember that I saw a playlist with a title like this. It wasn't exactly This Is How He Sees the World, otherwise I would have given credit to the creator. But it just gave me a sense of really interesting, sad song where you see someone feeling hopeless and you wish you could bring a light to them, but in the end, that is not how they see the world. And it's kind of sad, but you know, you can't really change people. People have to change themselves. And if you give them the inspiration to change unintentionally without trying to change them, I think that could work. But the song Dark Waters is actually kind of the same situation of the dark side of the moon, where you go through something that triggers you and you discover a new part of yourself, and you see that that's something that triggered you, or that's someone that triggered you. You thought that they would be something that you wanted and you needed for a long time, but then you end up seeing that no, that I needed that to happen, but only in that time frame, and that is not something that I would like to take with me onto the next chapters of my life. And I think, you know, human psychology and spirit, and in general human, is really fascinating the way we are. And we come to this planet on our own, and we leave it on our own. And it would be such a waste, it would be such a shame to not to know ourselves, because we get so tangled in the story of other people and trying to know other people and see all of these places. But how much do you really know yourself? And there are many parts of us. And how much do you know yourself? I'm a reader, and I love reading. And like many other romance readers all around the world, I love a good friends to lovers trope. And I would say it's one of my favorite tropes in romance books. And the best friends to lovers stories are the slow burns. So I thought, what if I write a song like that, where this girl reads all of these books, and in the end she starts to experience the friends to lovers, the slow burn kind, in her own life. And that's all you need to know about Friends to Lovers. So if you like that trope, you're gonna love the song. And if you don't, give it a chance. You never know what you like. Sometimes I write really short songs that, it will be just like one verse or one chorus or one bridge or something like that. And I don't try to continue because I feel like that's all that there is to know about this situation. And the song Celeste is one of them. And you sometimes get stuck in a situation where you're trying to change, but the negative side of you is still there and you're trying to fight it. So you get really overwhelmed with many thoughts and feelings. And I think most people can't really communicate well in that situation, which is why this song has only like one verse and one short chorus. And it's not long, but I feel like it's complete. The song How to Love sounds like a good tutorial to know how to love, but that's where I tricked you, because it is not a tutorial on that. It's more of a tutorial of trying to how to think, how to love. So it's a lot of questions. And I know sometimes these kind of lyrics get really philosophical, but I think everything that we make is helpful for someone in the end, and we should not really gatekeep that. So if you're in a phase of your life where this is something you're wondering about and you want to do right by it, then I think it's a song that you can really, really relate to. The song Flynn is about an artist who is shy, and it's more of an encouragement, because I think especially for guys it's harder to share their art because it makes you feel more vulnerable, and that is not always an easy feeling to handle. And with the song Flynn, even though it's a really, really, really short song, I think I've done that enough. But hey, if you don't like how short the song is, you can always put it on repeat, so it'll be played as much. Me, I'm a city girl, born and raised, but I think that is not something that is needed to be said, because I feel like it's really obvious in my lyrics. And in the song Marinette, it again mentions that fact about me, which is why I probably wrote it about a young girl, like a teenage girl trying to figure herself out as she's transforming into something that she was not waiting for but is actually happening to her, and she's trying to figure out what she wishes to be and if she can become that person. A while ago, I released a video where I showed you a couple of lines that I wrote, other than one line that I said that I will never ever share it or sing it. I will publish it, but not under my own real name. But anyway, the rest of the song is complete, and it's called Soul's Eyes. And it's about how sometimes you just want to look someone in the eyes and ask them really tough, deep questions. And you can tell a lot by looking at someone's eyes. And if you are, I don't want to say if you are good enough, but if you've learned enough and you got to a certain point, you can feel how someone's soul feels. And it's a really kind of a weird thing to say out loud like that right now, but it's true. And you would want to know if the whole world crumbles, would that person be there? And if they are, and that was all I had for you in October this month and this year. If you are in your winter arc era, I congratulate you. And I want to thank you for watching this video, or listening to my songs, or watching other videos. I just want to thank you for that. And I know this month's songs and behind the songs were a little heavier than the last couple of months. But that's just how I get in October, November, and December, and a little January, but that's yet to come. And God, this year I released 5 collections, and like 4 of them are back to back. So like October, September, August, and July, new collections. Hope you enjoy them. I hope to see you around soon.